All right, here we go. All right, we are officially on and just waiting for Zarko. All right, only one problem, guys. This was like a last minute thing. So we are going to wing this thing. We just changed my title. Q&A. It's a Q&A time. All right, what's up, everybody? So we are waiting on Zarko now. All right, let's go. Let's go. Round of applause. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get it. All right. This is my favorite game. Stop trolling. All right, so jump on. It's your favorite game. Let's get it. All right. I'm gonna be playing in the meantime. You know, last time I didn't play. Who chased me? Sweaties. Oh, that's my boy right there. Keto. Keto. Okay. Scumbag. Nathan. Let's see if we get let's get a Survivor game going in while we wait. Oh man, let's invite some people. No, James, not bedtime. It's too early. It's too early. Wait a minute. Am I in the right one? I think I'm in the wrong one. Oh, I think I. Okay. Hold up. Gaming room.
I feel great, Shabana.
Hello?
What's up, Zarko? Hello, hello.
Yo.
My fault. Last minute, and I know it's late, and this is a time that you requested. So, thank you for a last minute thing, man. I
hmm
really do appreciate this.
Yeah, it's
So,
fine. I got nothing else to do now.
nothing else to do now. How's it been
So,
going though? What you been up to?
it's a lot of studying,
Okay,
classes, and yeah, a lot of training. So,
good, good. So I mean, I don't, you're on stream. You're is public. But you are doing this for work. I don't want to be specific on what you're doing because it's your business, and I don't know
yeah.
how that you want to go about telling where you've been and you know. So,
hmm
but I know where you're at. I think you said it in one of your streams or at least in the Discord group.
Yeah, I
So
did in one of my streams. Yeah.
okay, so very proud of you, man. You're here protecting to serve, and that's all I'm gonna say. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you for doing this.
Thank
So I don't know if you know, but I did a couple already. I did a couple already. I did one
hmm
with Snackbot, Prince Vic. I did Alucard and War Daddy. So you'd be my fifth, the lucky number five.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
All
So
right.
yeah, so we're gonna start pretty much basic questions, like what made you start ED, and we'll go from there. Like when did you jump on ED, or what made you like ED?
So, I had this friend that I have known since console for like 5 years. And him and I used to play a lot of Resident Evil 6. That's what I was playing before Evil Dead came out. And this one friend was a really big like Dead by Daylight fan, and he's like, "Hey, there's this new game coming out called Evil Dead. Or, it's kind of like Dead by Daylight, but it's got like combat in it." And I'm like, "Oh, well, that might be something fun to try," because I've been playing Resident Evil 6 for like 5 years straight. So he was basically the reason that I got it.
Mm-hmm.
And funny enough, he didn't really get too like into the game. I think he was done after like 2 weeks, but I definitely like really got into it.
What made
Still
you
play
like
it
it
till
so
today.
much? Did you watch the movies, or did you just didn't care for the movies? You just went into the game.
I had never seen the movies before. I had heard of them, um, but playing the game, I just really liked the. I think what really got me into it was the design of the game, like the art.
Uh-huh.
I think they really made like a really like beautiful like aesthetic, ASIM horror game, uh, and the graphics, the being able to play with like friends. It and the combat was also very smooth, so I really like that about that.
Okay. Okay, so you said you came from Resident Evil 6. So those like a more of a co-op play, not an ASIM, right? With the Resident Evil 6?
Yeah, that's more like co-op story mode. There was also some like
Gotcha.
PvP game modes.
Because there was the Resident Evil 3 with the Resident Evil the Resistance. That was like an ASIM one. So a lot of people, that had tried the ASIMs before, merged to this. So that's,
Mhm.
my backstory is the same. Like I started off. I think it was. If I can remember vaguely, like I was. Don't know if it was Friday 13th, Resident Evil Resistance, and Evil Dead. So you just came from
Mhm.
Resident Evil 6, but you not tried any other ASIM games, or have
I
you
had
played?
I I had only tried Dead by Daylight before, but I didn't really like it because there was no combat in it.
Yes,
So that was
defenseless.
the big thing. Yeah.
For me, it's like tag, bro. It's like tag. Like I'm not
Yep.
running around, and so yeah, you can't defend yourself, and I agree 100% on that. So
hmm
you started off with the friend, but your friend didn't like it, so you just solo dolo. Were you more survivor sided initially, or did you double and dabble between demon and survivor?
That's funny. I think I played Survivor for like
Mm-hmm.
the longest time. I didn't try Demon until I really started to stream more often. And that was like after I met Snack and Slayer and my
Okay.
team that I played with.
Okay, I think Snack did, bring that up in his QA when you started streaming. But did you have a squad prior to that? Did you start off with just that friend, and you soloed until you found your squad, or did you have a bunch of friends that you made in the game? And
So so that one friend I told you about,
hmm
him and we also had like two other people that we played with on Resident Evil 6. We brought them to Evil Dead, and we were a squad for like until like 2 maybe 3 weeks, and then he stopped playing. But then I would still play with like one of the other friends, so we would like duo queue. Sometimes the other friend would get on, it would be three of us, but that one friend that recommended the game to me, he like never got back on.
mm,
So it was mostly like duo, trio, and then after that, I think I versus Snack. I think I was streaming, and he came into my stream and he asked me. He was like, "Let me versus like your team," and then I think we got like a substitute. I think it was Dylan, which was Cream on Your Lip,
uh-huh.
and some of my other friends from Resident Evil 6. I'm pretty sure, and that was pretty much what started like everything, like us like getting to know each other and becoming a team and me trying Demon out and all that.
So Snack was the one who messaged you saying, "Let me face you guys." So
Yeah.
and then what happened that game? So who did
he
he
played
play?
he played Necromancer. He beat us on Dark Ones. That's funny that I still remember all this.
Do you
Um,
remember?
and then and then I messaged him, Wrath. I'm like, damn, like good games. Like your Necro was really good because I mean his Necro was. I mean the game was still pretty new, but he like definitely knew how to use Necro better than like most of the other demons that I had gone up against as the game came out. So
So
yeah, we just talked.
did you start were you always were you came to the game PC, or were you a console, or were you always PC?
I was console player until 2021. So I had been playing console for like 7 years, and then I switched to PC in 2021.
That's a big difference, right?
Yeah,
It's a
but
whole.
it's way better.
Yeah, it's a whole new world. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you Snack beat you guys in that custom match that you guys had, and then
hmm
and ever since then, you started playing with Snackbot, Dylan, who's the other people you mentioned?
Slayer. Yeah, it was
Slayer.
Slayer and Tactics, but I don't. I'm trying to remember if Tactics came a little bit after, or if it was like right there and then too. I don't really remember, but I know it was Snack for sure, Dylan, and I think it was somebody else from Snack's friends. I think it was somebody named Kiwi,
Oh
if I'm
yes,
not
he did
wrong.
say it. Yes, I did remember him. Kiwi. Yeah.
Um,
Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh.
yeah,
And him and his he had a partner, a wife or something that played together, boyfriend girlfriend that played together.
yeah, I
Uh huh.
remember
Uh huh.
that.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
He did say that in his Q&A. Um. So,
hmm
and ever since then, what happened to your old squad that you played with? Were you guys
They
conjoined or they just stopped playing?
they eventually stopped playing because they they were like huge like Resident Evil fans, so they just kept playing Resident Evil 6 with my old buddy too.
Mm.
Um, they just didn't really find it as enjoyable anymore as Survivor. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. So, so after you met Snackbot, you guys made a big name for yourself. You know, one of the most feared squads in the game. And basically, you guys created something so crazy. Like everybody was so scared to go up against you. And kind of Snack told us his side on where the God Squad name came from. Can you tell us your side of it and how that came about?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really remember how that name was brought to us. I think it was from someone's stream. I don't know if it was Alucard's stream or if it was the Rat Squad that gave us that name. I never really asked. I was just like, oh, they're like, yeah, they're calling us the God Squad. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. I didn't really ask like
Were
why
you
or whatever.
were you
So
cool with the name?
I mean, I didn't care. I was like, if that's what they want to call us, then go ahead. I'm not gonna be like, no, this is not our name.
So
So,
during Snackbot's Q&A, he did say it was Alucard. During Alucard's stream, he was saying that it
okay.
was the God. Oh shit, it's the God Squad. Like, so how well you guys played. So he always praised you guys. And even in his Q&A, he did say that you guys were his toughest battles, his toughest matches. And
hmm
he specifically brought your name up too. So in a respectful way, it was not any type of disrespect there. It was a respectful way.
hmm
He gave you your props, your flowers. He's like, oh, there was one time he seen you alone at Fishing Village, and you were just like 1v1 in him. So that is something that he said, and I think it's in a respectful way. So
hmm
um,
No,
but
I
yeah,
remember
it
that
was
too.
from Alucard the name, and then you guys ran with it and rolled with it, and then the rest was history. So
Yeah. I- no, yeah, we definitely had a lot of good times back then, and like all I really did was just stream the games with my team. We weren't really trying to like make a name for ourselves or anything like
yeah,
that.
you
But
just enjoyed playing it. And you were really good at it, and yeah, so
yeah, it was fun.
good. That's good. Yeah. So why'd you start streaming? What was your reason you started streaming?
So let's see. Before I started streaming Evil Dead, I would occasionally stream like Resident Evil 6 or some like horror games like Outlast. I try to get into like a niche of like just streaming like horror games. I tried
Mm-hmm.
Outlast. I went okay-ish. But then Evil Dead came out, and that's when I got most of like the viewers and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, like this game is really fun, and it seems like a lot of people enjoy watching this. So I'm just gonna keep streaming this, and that became my streaming game.
And how popular were you on Twitter? I mean Twitter, Twitch.
If I
Did
remember
you
correctly, mhm.
Did you have a lot of people viewing, subscriptions? Like, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was it was a pretty good feeling, I'm not gonna lie, because it felt like I was doing a good job at it. You know, I'm in real life I'm actually like a pretty how do you say, quiet person, like introverted
Uh huh.
almost. So on stream it's like a place where like I can actually like have like another like side of me, if you would call it that, like
Okay,
can
I
actually like
understand.
get comfortable. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes, yes, yes.
um so seeing that people enjoyed watching me play and then I could just be like myself or act like sillier stuff like that, it was nice.
Oh, man. So we're gonna get to like good stuff. We're gonna get to controversial stuff. So I want to ask you, what was your most controversial thing that happened with you, and how did you handle, the negative feedback that you got from the community at the time?
Okay. I would say two things. So
Uh huh.
obviously, you're always gonna have haters
Uh
no
huh.
matter like what you do. So, when we were getting pretty well known and I would like upload videos for like montages and stuff like that on my YouTube,
Uh huh.
it started to get more attention, and some of that attention was from, people. I'm not gonna say their names, but
You could. This is a
they
space. This is a. You don't have to, but this is a place where everybody can speak their minds and speak what they want to say. But you don't have to. Again, but that's something you could do. If you want to speak specifically about certain
a
people, about
safe
certain
place.
things, so you can do it in a respectful way.
Mhm.
Just that I just want to throw that out there. So
Mhm.
be comfortable. It's a safe place.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, this game's already dead, so I don't care. But yeah, there was one certain individual that I noticed started to try to rile me up. Aggressive Mayo. He would go on my Reddit posts like where I would usually like put like YouTube videos and stuff like that, and I guess he was one of my, if not my biggest hater, because he would just start saying that I'm cheating on the game, that I'm modifying files to get an advantage and stuff like that. Um, Obviously, at first, I try to like speak to him in like a respectful way, like, hey, like I'm not really getting an advantage from this. I had a different computer back then, so I was trying to get like the best performance possible.
Mhm.
So I just went like in the game settings and put like the foliage option like down so that I could get like better frames, better performance, so the stream is better and my game looks better.
Mhm.
But he didn't see it like that. He just saw it as me like somebody that was not good at the game, just that somebody that was just cheating and doing anything that I could to get an advantage. And then eventually that conversation went a little too far. I feel like I should have stopped it. I know Snack even told me to like stop responding back and everything, but um, eventually I was streaming one day and he was in my chat with somebody else. I don't remember their name, but they were both trying to like get me to like slip up, and I did. Uh, so yeah, they ended up like clipping it and then sending it to like a support website and stuff like that, and I got banned
Okay.
from
So,
that.
what did you get banned for, and how long was the ban, and were you able to retrieve your account? So, three questions in one.
Uh, so I got banned for. Hold on. Okay. So the first time I didn't get banned. I got suspended.
Okay.
It was for 3 days, I think. Cause I had like character like skins like mods.
Okay.
And then after that, I got perma banned because of what aggressive Mayo submitted to Saber, and that was like the last like straw for them, I'm guessing.
So this
And no, I didn't. Huh?
no, keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and no, I wasn't able to get my account back
Mm.
from that. I tried a lot
So
of times actually.
what level were you at the time?
Oof.
You can remember?
Dang. I think I was almost 600, maybe almost
600.
700.
So you have to restart all over again. And I'm sure it wasn't hard for you to restart, right?
It wasn't. I mean, I would just play Demon a lot and just grind points pretty quick and max the characters that I needed for both Demon and Survivor, and that was pretty much it.
So this aggressive Mayo dude was your biggest hater.
Yeah, I would say so.
And he was he a demon main? Was he
I don't know. He was kind of bad at both of them, so I don't know. I don't know if one was his main or not. But if I had to guess, he was probably a Demon main.
Okay. So that you feel like was the most controversial thing that happened in this game for you?
Oh yeah, that was like everywhere when I got banned. Like on Reddit, like made posts about it, stuff like that. Some people were happy, like yeah, like we got a cheater out of the game. Some were like yo, what the fuck? Like he wasn't even doing anything. This guy's just like trying to get views. Because when I got banned, I remember that it was like such a big topic that day that even Mayo made a stream with like my name in his like title or like description, and saying how like he got me banned and stuff like that, and putting like 50 ads in his stream, and yeah, it was.
So you don't feel what you did was any type of advantage to the game to make you better? Do you feel like it was like, what do you feel about that in your heart? Like, because people are going to accuse you of cheating, you know, and it may look like that, but how do you feel about it?
I personally don't feel like I was cheating at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just using what a lot of other PC like players do for their games, which is like filters, like making the game look more sharp or like more colorful or like vibrant, stuff like that. That's like a known thing that people do, but I'm pretty sure it was Mayo console or PC, I don't know. But I don't think he knew that, and I think that's why he was like, oh, what is it? Your game looks so bright when it's like nighttime out and stuff like that. So I guess he just saw those little things as like cheating and like taking advantage of like console players or something like that.
Right. So now when you look at what you did with the modifications, I know they said something about you changing some bushes, you modified some files in the game, and that was like one of the big things that the developers said that's a no-no. But you know, when we look at stuff like exploiting using running shemps, or if you're a demon using the witch speed or that, so how do you compare those two? Do you feel like they're similar in ways?
Honestly, the whole bushes thing, it was only in one side of the map, on big map only, where there's like some like cornfields, I think it's called, where that would be a little bit like toned down, but the rest was like still the same around the map. So I wouldn't even say that gave me like an advantage at all. Compared to like exploiting in-game, like running shemps and like all that, like that can change a whole like match by itself.
Yeah.
Like even people might not realize it, but like doing a running shemps when you're in a squad or whatnot can mean if you win the game as a demon or lose it, because if they don't go down, you have the last hit and they run shemps, and you just miss that whole opportunity. So I think that is definitely like worse than getting rid of like a few like little bushes, because you can see stuff in this game pretty easily. So
because I was streaming early and I had a game where I was going up against a puppeteer, but you know, I think it was the Dark Ones or the Fairview campground, and you know where that part was, all the weeds coming up. You can't see precisely, you know what I mean? And that can affect the game, you know. And so my thing is, a lot of people didn't look at it that way. You know, a lot of people looked at it as it was an unfair advantage, and you know, they took it as cheating. Like I would go into people's stream and they'll talk about it. But you felt like it was just like a filter, putting a filter on your game, because you know you can do that, and with NVIDIA you can change your filters and all that good stuff. So But
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
that's one of the things we want to talk about. A lot of people talk about it in the community. So you know, it's one of the biggest things I wanted to talk to you about when it came down to the Evil Dead community, because that's something they wanted to hear about.
Okay.
Let's get into tourneys, the tourney matches. Which one was your favorite tourney that you were in, or which one that you watched that you liked the most?
Yeah, it's so hard to remember now. It's been a while. I would say that I like Ethos.
Ethos?
Yeah, his first tournament, it was pretty good. I would definitely say it was his because I mean it was the first tournament that ever like popped up, and it seemed like he really like thought about like the rules and stuff like that.
What did you feel about the rules that differed from others?
I just remember, I don't remember every rule specifically, but I know that it was fair because a lot of people now at this time knew that Survivor, like squads, like it was like broken. I mean, it still is. It's always been broken if you have a squad. So I like how he had to say like, oh, if you pick these characters, they count as like this many points and this and that, and then you can't use that same character again. So I like that because it really made you pick characters that were not like completely broken to try to get like the high score out of all the other teams. So I like how it was very like well like planned out so that it could make the game like more fair and more enjoyable for both sides. Like really like challenge yourself.
Did you win that tourney? I know there was a tourney that you won, right? Were you a Survivor or Demon at the time?
I think I played with my team during that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It was I don't hold on, I just saw Snack's comment. I don't know if was it Trip that said that if you had a certain amount of pink F, it would like count towards your points, or was that Etho? I might
He
be
said,
getting...
"Nah, old man Trip Stuff's tourney was the best. It was Trip." He said it was Trip. Yeah.
Okay. Then yes, Trip. I got them mixed up, but I like Ethos too because it was the first one, it was the OG. But definitely the Trip one was the one that felt more challenging to play as with your squad.
So, how'd you become so good at Survivor? Like, what are some tips that you can give? Like, oh, could have gave back in the day. And if there's anybody that mentored you to be as good as you are, even Demon, like your Demon play one of the best balls, if by far the best ball player in the game.
So I honestly, I never found the game to be very like skill demanding on Survivor side. I'm not gonna lie, like yeah, I know some people on PC have a harder time aiming, but I remember that a lot of my viewers would say that my aim was like really good, like I would hit like every shot and stuff like that, but it felt like I wasn't really trying. But I think what helped that was Resident Evil 6 is a game that I played for like 6 years straight on console and PC, and it's all about getting headshots, like always getting headshots. So I think that that's something that just became like muscle memory, and I just always did that, and I guess people found that interesting.
So you know exactly where to aim, how to aim.
Yeah. Yeah, it was mostly that when I like first started getting like viewers, they'd be like, "Oh, like how's your aim so good?" and this and that. And then when I started playing ball, at first I didn't think that ball was that good. I was always like, I was a Warlord main first. Then when she got completely like nerfed, I went to Plague, and then I was a Plague main for I think like a year straight, maybe a little more. I would only play Plague, and then Snack was the one that was like, you know, I asked him, I'm like, who do you think the best demon is? And then he said it was Ball, and I'm like, what? Like, that's crazy. There's no way. And then one day I just started playing him, and I'm like, oh, like, yeah, he feels pretty good. You know, he's got speed, he traps quick, that's nice. And then once I started getting like the hang of him, bro, of him more, I'm like, okay, I can definitely see why he's a lot stronger, but by then I still only thought that he was the best demon at killing survivors early. But then we had a game against Big Wet. I don't know if it was during a tournament, but he played ball against us, and we got to book phase, and he broke the book on us. And the whole time, I always thought that ball was really bad on book. But when he broke it, I was like, okay, like there's something that Big Wet knows that I still don't know. And then I spoke with him. He pretty much told me the rotation, and he's like, yeah, like ball is like the best teammate. He's the best on book, best for killing survivors. So I was like, okay. And then I just started playing ball like nonstop.
So,
after that.
So that was gonna be like my next question. I was asking like, did you have any mentors? So everybody went to Big Wet. Everybody got picks from Big Wet.
Yep.
It's so interesting. Even Alucard did the same thing. Like everything, pretty much what he learned and stuff came from him.
Yeah, he definitely was like
Top tier.
like the best. Yeah, top tier demon. Like he knew a lot of different tricks that a lot of people would like never think about.
Okay. Is there any incident where you were beefing with any type of group or any demon, or you know, had to do stuff like stream snipe people, or you know, stuff like that?
I never had any beef with anybody. And I wouldn't really call sniping somebody like beefing. I know that my team and I would, you know, we like getting good games, and like people like seeing good games, not just like watching a level 1 demon like not possess anything and stuff like that. It's boring. So whenever the person that we sniped the most was Alucard, because one, you know, he's entertaining to watch. Two, he knows how to play the game, and three, you know, he has a good amount of viewers, so it's like, you know, people want to see those type of matches. Like we also like playing against him because, you know, he was good at the game. Like he was the one that invented like the whole like flipping cars and stuff.
Yes.
You did speak about that. So yeah, he was definitely like the number 1 person we sniped the most. But that was just because, you know, we felt like it was challenging. It was cool to see like his reactions to everything, his like thought process on like during the match. So yeah.
Nice. So now tell me, who was the main 4 in your group, and what roles did each person play?
Who was the what? Sorry.
The main 4. You know, as like if you guys were playing Survivor, who was the main 4 people in your group?
The main 4 was Tactics. Got them Tactics. Me, Snack, and Slayer.
So Tactics, Snackbot, Slayer.
Yeah, and then Dylan would play with us occasionally when like one of us wasn't able to play, but he was still like part of our team. He just didn't get on as much as we were playing.
Okay. And you guys played each role very sufficiently. Like you guys can you can switch roles. Like you could be hunter, you could be leader, and you guys played these roles so good. Did you feel like you played any roles better than any of those guys?
I would definitely say that Hunter was my best class to play as. I also really like playing Warrior. Leader was okay. I just like doing damage. That's my thing. Like, so healer is definitely like my least played class, but I can play healer if I wanted to. You know, it's pretty fun sometimes, especially as like Sash. But it's just not as engaging for me playing as a healer compared to. I mean, it's fun if you're solo queuing. I'm not gonna lie, solo queuing as healer is fun, but when you're in a team and they all know what to do, you don't really like do much. Everybody knows how to dodge and everything.
Now, there was an argument like within your squad, like who was the best hunter? And I know QC was put in that mix. Do you feel like you're better than QC as a hunter?
I mean, I haven't played as much with him on Evil Dead. I do know that he's got really good aim as well. And I know Snack has played with him a lot more, and Snack's reasoning that he put QC above me was because he was more like he thought about like the team more with like resources and stuff like that. Like giving like the healer like shams and stuff like that, making like calls like that could like either win or like lose the game. That's why he put him above, but I don't know. I feel like I also do that, but since I play with such like good teammates, a lot of the time I never really had to worry about like going on ahead or giving them like extra resources or anything like that, because we wouldn't really like need them. But like in duo queue, whenever I duo queue or snack, and then we're going against a good team and we have like 2 newbies, like I usually like do those things. Like I'm like, okay, snack, I'm gonna go loot here, get some shams and whatever, and do this. So, but no, like I know that QZ is really good. I've seen his games, I've seen his headshots and everything. So.
Oh yeah. I remember the last time I seen you play. How long ago was you playing? Were you playing the other night?
When?
Or when was the last time you played?
I mean, the last time I played Evil Dead was today.
Oh, okay.
When, like, before I started streaming Requiem. Yeah, I like live stream Requiem for like 20 minutes because I was testing my connection here at this place I'm at, and like weirdly enough, it's good for me to stream, so I might be doing that again.
In your opinion, who is the hardest demon to go up against?
Let's see. Okay, so at first, it was Alucard when Warlord was like the best. Yeah, like that was challenging. But then after that, I remember that we did a game against, I don't know if you remember him. It was Evas, X. He played Ball against us, and we were on big map, and like this was when Ball like just came out, so we were like, oh, like this demon's not gonna be easy, like but he knew how to play Ball, and I was shocked. I was like, okay, this is actually like kind of difficult, like, and I was in a full squad too, like he was doing everything right on that map, and I think we walked like the whole time too. So that game I do remember always, because it's when like my team and I were like struggling to like find shams and stuff like that. We eventually won that game, but it was like he had us, it's not like we were like dilly-dallying the whole like match. We were actually like locked in, like focusing, because he knew what he was doing. So I would say he gave us a hard time. And then,
and how did you guys figure out? Did you guys figure out his gameplay, his play style? Did you change up your comps? What comps were you picking initially, or what was the best comp to go up against his ball?
I think when we went up against him, we had Scotty, Annie. I was Hunter, and then I forgot who they. Oh no, we had a Sash. I think Slayer was playing Sash that game too.
He's Snackbot is in the chat saying it was melee comp, bro. Me, you, Slayer, and Saturn.
Just melee comp. Damn, bro, I don't remember. Oh, I mean, I guess I don't remember what I played, man.
It's cool, man. But he's saying it's a melee comp.
Yeah, I guess that's why we were kind of like struggling, because melee up against Ball, we're gonna take a lot of damage. Yeah.
Now, your favorite demon to play? What would it be?
Ball. Just because, yeah, he's just got more mechanics that make me like focus more. Like the speed boost when trapping, it just speeds the game up more instead of just flying slowly. And like if every demon had that speed boost, I've been saying this on my streams all the time. If every demon had that, I would definitely like be playing a lot more of the other ones.
Yeah. What team gave you a hard time when you played demon?
Let's see.
Besides when the Grim Squad beat your ball, but other than that, what other team can you And
Yeah, so before double leader became a thing and people like knew how broken that shit was, I would say that the Rat Squad gave me a harder time. Because I remember when Warlord was still broken, I played against them and I won. And then Warlord got nerfed and I switched to Plague. And then when I went Plague against them, they won. Um, and but they had like Amanda Annie, something like that. That was like just fucking shit on Plague. So, but other than that, I would say like they gave me like the most difficult time back then. But now recently to this day, it's what's her name again? Is it Ahmed Ahmad
Liquid Snake.
Seven? Yeah, Liquid Snake and his team. They give me like the most trouble because well, I mean
Oh,
double leader and all that is kind of hard to win, but I've 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 beat them. They've beaten me, so it's like a back and forth thing. Um, just gotta get lucky with RNG depending on what weapons
yeah,
or not
yeah.
they get. But double leader itself is already like super strong no matter what.
Did you ever do a win streak?
Yep, I did. I think I got to. Oh, I could actually tell you right now. Hold on, because I still have the text um, saved on my OBS. Let's see. It says 88.
88. That's a lot, bro.
Yeah. Um, 88 win streak on stream. And I think I didn't keep it going because that's when I came here for my job and I stopped streaming.
Oh
So who
yes,
knows? I
yes.
might.
You was doing one before you left, right?
Yeah. So now that I'm here and I know that the stream works, I might keep it going again. See how far we get.
What do you feel when you hear people tell you let the game die? Let the game die. I mean, everybody's moved on.
Um, I mean, I don't really think about it too hard. I know they're memeing.
Trolling.
Yeah, they're just trolling. Like, oh, let
Yeah,
the game die. Like, but I mean, you're still watching it.
yeah. They
So,
love to watch me. All the rat squad. I mean, the God squad. Maybe some of the rats too. You know, a lot of my team, my squad. They don't play this game no more, but they love to watch. They're always heavily invested in it. You know, so it's always good to see. You know, and I'm trying to do something. That's why I keep doing these things. You know, I'm just trying to keep the game alive somewhat. You know. And
yeah, I mean,
for me, I still enjoy it. I still enjoy it. You know, everybody has a time when it's like, okay, enough's enough. But for me,
yeah,
I haven't, gave up yet. So it's good
yeah,
to
I
see
mean,
that you still keep going as well.
yeah, I mean, I almost like left the game when like I got banned and everything, but I don't know. It's just one of those games that you're so used to it now, and to kill time, you just go on it. Maybe there's a couple friends that still play. You chat with them on Discord, play some
Yeah.
games together. It's fun. Uh, just chill now.
What's up, man? Well, we with me and you was the last minute, so I really didn't come up with a lot of things to ask you. I'm just pretty much asking you basic generic things like I've been asking every single person. I've been, just basically when did you start? What squad were you in? Basic generic stuff. And you are your name gets brought up a lot in a lot of things in good ways. When it comes to popularity, skills. So, it was very important that I have you on this and, to get your experience on the game and to get your viewpoint on it as well.
Yeah,
Um,
of course.
as if there's anybody in the chats that want to ask Zarko something while we're still here, and feel free to ask. But if there's anything you want to add, anything that you want to go over, anything, this is the time for it.
Um, I would also say that I almost forgot to say this. Caddy, he was also somebody that I also learned a lot from for Demon, especially from Warlord. Back then when I was a Warlord main, I haven't seen him lately. I'm pretty sure he left this game a long time ago, but he was also one of like up there with like Alucard when we were trying to like snipe somebody that was like good at the game and give like people like something fun to watch. Uh, um, so yeah, just that. Want to give him some credit because he did play the game for a while.
Nice. So props to Caddy. Props to Caddy. And you learned a lot from him, and Big Wet as well. You learned a lot
Yeah.
from him as well with the ball. And I heard that as well because I'm very close friends with War Daddy, and Big Wet and War Daddy are very close friends. So, he did mention to me that Ball is like has like the best book game because they don't need a flute, they don't need a pot. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
straight up rotation. So
Yeah.
I have yet to figure that out the proper way. I'm still a little intimidated when I play Demon as Ball. It's a little tough for me. So yeah, kudos to all the ball players, man, and just getting it right. You will have one of the best balls. Pause.
Oh my God.
That
No,
sounded
yeah.
so bad, but but yeah, kudos to you for real. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, let me read the chats. Use later Saturn. Remember the one clip of the incident. Okay, turned on. Okay, he knows I'm serious. UC has the e-girls. Ask him if he's got the e-kittens from ED. Any e-kittens from ED? Now, I need to know what's up with these e-kittens. This is the second time I'm here, and I have no clue what they're
No,
talking about.
there's none of them out here.
No? What
No.
are e-kittens? What is that?
Well, I'm guessing just like girls, like online girls that play this game. I mean, that's what I think when he says that.
Okay. Um, so
That's an step for emo girls. I don't even know.
evil
anymore.
girls.
Too old now.
Actually, you got the e-kittens from ED. Okay. So are you going to be able to stream this game while you're away? I know you're doing what you're doing. Are you going to be able to
Mhm.
stream, or you're just going to play and not really stream?
Yeah, so since I noticed that the internet that I bought here is good enough to stream, I'm probably gonna be streaming mostly on the weekends. I don't know if I will during the week because I'm pretty busy during that, but definitely on the weekends. If I don't leave base, then I'll definitely stream some Evil Dead.
Okay, cool. Well, you gave shout outs to a lot of the OG players, Big Wet, Patty, your squad. Um, do you have any plans of other games you're gonna play in the future? Any other eSims you're thinking about, or any games in general?
Um, uh, I thought about that Halloween game, but some people are already saying that it's gonna be bad. So I don't know if I'll play that.
Don't listen to that. Try it out yourself, or try it out yourself, or look at gameplay before you decide to buy it. A lot of
Yeah.
people are gonna. A lot of people said this game wasn't gonna be good. You know what I mean? That's what people initially heard. So,
Yeah, that's
I
true.
would say watch gameplay. Snackbot says, "Who was your first who was your favorite person to play with?"
Was my favorite person to play with. Uh, yeah, it would. Sorry, it would definitely be Snack. I
Yeah.
think him and I like play the most together. Like
Mhm.
just the two of us are with the team, and we would also play like other games together. Um, that was not Evil Dead, so we bonded a lot through that.
What's up, man?
He just asked that because he knew, bro. He's trying to aura max his
Yeah,
name right
he
now.
was the one. He's blushing. He's blushing. They saying Snack is definitely blushing. So honestly, I'm just playing, chilling. I know this was a last minute thing, so I want to say thank you for that. Um, like I said, I had like basic generic questions and just the main stuff that I heard in the community. I wanted to ask you about and get your insight on it and your take on it, and you answered those questions. How you felt at that time, which is your look on it, and people are gonna always have something to say whether you know good or bad. So you gotta give you respect for everything you put in the community. The just the time, the streaming, and just, you know, you giving people great matches as a survivor and as a demon. You know, we're always, you know, we always talk about having a Mount Rushmore of you know, best demon and best survivor. I think I think you could be put on both, man. On the Mount
Thank you.
Rushmore, on demon, and definitely survivor. One of the greatest hunters in this game. So just want to give you your flowers, and we're going to say thank you. And yeah, if you have anything else to say, be more than welcome.
No, I
And
think
if
I'm
not,
good. Appreciate it.
thank you for having, thank you for coming, and yeah, we appreciate you.
Of course, anytime. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow, so if anybody wants to watch.
All right, brother. Thank you for doing this, and greatly appreciate it.
All right. Have
All
a
right,
good
man.
night, y'all.
Have a good night.
Night.
All right, there's that, guys. Zarko's Q&A. I have to report him again, then. This guy got his ass beat. His old warlord. Now he want to bring out his fuck. Let me see. Decent demon. Decent demon. You missed the beginning? What did you miss? Oh, I just heard a miss a demon dash, I think. Alright, good shit, guys. Alright. I'm gonna end the stream so I can save this this Q&A, and then I'm gonna restart it, okay?